Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final GCA football coaches show of the year. Coach, we made it to the playoffs, and that's a big thing all in itself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First year, came out. Boys really competed all season and made it to the playoffs.
That was pretty awesome.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. Now, we ran into kind of a buzzsaw, but it was a good thing. Tell us a little bit about the game.
Harvest Christian Academy is a really good football team. 2015, 2014, they were state champions. They made it to 20 straight playoffs appearance. So we ran into a juggernaut of a team. Crazy part is we had our chances.
Yeah.
We really did. We dropped two big passes in the beginning of the game, which would have kept us running right with them. And then after that, they smelled blood, and they just took advantage of those mistakes. But, you know, sometimes when you're there or you've been there, you understand how to keep battling. And I think our kids are still learning how to be a playoff team, how to go in and say, okay, we made the playoffs, we're going to make mistakes, but we had to keep battling, which they battled. Don't get me wrong, they battled.
Absolutely.
They competed the whole game. That team was just really good.
And they were big, really they were fast, and you know, and I think some of our kids finally kind of like, wow, we're here in the playoffs. It's a whole different level of football right now, right?
Ball game, yes, sir.
It was good, but I mean, you were proud of them. I mean, I was there at the end of the game, and I mean, and nobody felt like, oh. Everybody felt good about the fact that they played hard, that we were at the game, that we were in the playoffs for the first game. So it seemed like there was a great attitude there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The last couple of weeks of our season, we've come into this. To our own team atmosphere, team bonding, guys being able to pick other guys up to keep battling. And they showed that last Friday night with the score being what it is. They didn't just throw in the towel and just say, all right, let's go out there and let's turn over the ball. Let's defense go back out there. No, we tried to go get points, and we tried to tackle people, and we tried to stay in the game.
Yeah, yes, they played great. I mean, they really did. They played hard for the half, and it was a good game. For us, again, a learning experience. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely a learning experience.
That's exactly what it was.
So speaking of learning experiences, tell me a little bit about what you learned, I guess, this season, being your first year here at Grace Christian.
First year here at Grace Christian Academy, also first year being a head coach. And I told the kids, like, I'm growing up as y'all are growing up. I'm learning as y'all are learning. I'm going to make mistakes, which I did. But I think as a unit, as a head coach, I've learned a lot. I think we've grown. I think we're growing in the right direction. The motto all season was lay the foundation, and I think we did that this season.
That's awesome.
Yes,
That's awesome. What were some moments that really stood out to you over this year?
I guess the biggest one for me, the biggest two, and I think it comes back to our seniors. Homecoming night, 55-0 win against Sanchez. Christian Nguyen goes out. Interception for a touchdown, fumble recovery for a touchdown. He had 11.5 tackles. He had one forced fumble. Just an absolute complete game from him. And then watching him smile after that, it was awesome. And then turn around, Ruben, last game of the season, must win to get into the playoffs. And he comes out and he has 11.5 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 1 for a touchdown. He had a huge catch to get inside the red zone where we end up scoring. And I want to say he had a touchdown somewhere in there. But just 2 big moments for 2 big kids that when we look back in the years to come and we look back at what got Grace Christian Academy going, what started this football program, we're going to look back on this season and we're going to look at those 2 guys and say, without those 2 guys, we may not be here right now.
Because it was, there was a lot of change between June when this whole thing started and November when it ended.
Sir.
I mean, there was an amazing transformation, and I obviously attributed a lot to the 2 seniors.
Yes, sir. We got Lance Hamilton to come out. He was here last year, didn't play football, but decided to come out and start at quarterback for us. Dylan Foster, who was a transfer from Dawson, came out and played for us. Jordan Price came out and played. Those kids came out the first week of week 1. Before that, we had 4 kids on the roster. We're figuring out, scrambling how we're going to play a game week 1. And then those 3 kids came out, and the season blossomed into something beautiful.
Kind of took care of itself, didn't it?
Yes, sir.
So now it's over. You got a little time to breathe a little bit, and then all of a sudden, you come, in March, we're going to start all over again.
Yes,
right?
sir.
So tell us some of the things that you're looking forward to going into next season.
Well, number one is not March, it's January.
All right, good.
Once those kids get done with basketball, then I take that back. I think it's February when they get done with basketball. We're going to off season. We have to get bigger, stronger, faster if we want to compete with the best teams. Not just week 1 through week 10, because that's not what we're looking forward to anymore. We're looking forward to week 11, week 12, week 13, and hopefully a state championship. But getting in the weight room and building that. Also getting on the field during the offseason, doing agility drills and things like that. But that's when state championship teams are made, is during the offseason. And then we'll get to spring and March and April. We'll put the helmets back on and shoulder pads back on and just do some football type stuff. Make sure they're still used to doing those kind of things. And then summer workouts. Summer workouts is going to be huge for us. 7 a.m. grind. This is when team bonding comes into big play. This is when kids can count on teammates can count on each other. If you're showing up in the summer, then that means you're going to show up in the fall. So that's going to be huge. And then also, we have 9 kids on the roster. We returned 7.
Nice.
We returned 7, and then we have 4 8th graders that have already been in the system. One thing I love about coaching high school and junior high is that we have our system in place on both sides of the ball at both levels. So now those kids come up, and they just jump right into it. So now we go from losing 2 to gaining 4. We go from having 9 to having 11 all of a sudden. And now, hopefully we can go get some more kids. Hopefully some kids will come out after seeing us do some great things. And now we can get up to 14, 15 kids. And now we're not tired. Now we're not playing the same 6 kids the whole time. So I'm really excited. Love our schedule so far. Our district is going to be a winnable district next year. We drop down a division. We play some really good teams, but also some of those teams are losing a lot of seniors. So I'm really excited about what's shaping up for next year in 2020.
It should be fun. And let me tell you what, you need to be a part of that. I know we're winding up this year, but get ready for 2020 because that's when the Eagles are going to fly.